destination, Epcot. Third day in a row of visiting Walt Disney World, and today we're checking out Epcot.
Morning, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you too.
The time is currently 10:20. Epcot opens at 11. So we try to get here a little bit earlier, just like yesterday, because we thought maybe just like yesterday, what if they're letting people on rides and stuff before park opening? We gotta be here and on rides before park opening if they're doing that. So let's get parked, let's get in there and see exactly how they're operating. Thank you. Thanks. There, the glorious spaceship Earth, or as everyone unaware of what it is refers to it as, the giant golf ball.
I'm guilty of that. I used to call it that. I didn't know.
Epcot is one of those parks where when I first came here as an adult a few years ago, I was kind of like, what is this? It honestly did not really appeal to me at first, and we didn't go back to the back half of the park where World Showcase and all of that is. We just stayed towards the front. It kind of seemed lacking to us.
Yeah.
And then when we came back again a few years later, we explored the entire park, and then we're kind of like, oh, now I get Epcot. Now I see the appeal of it, and now it's one of my favorite parks here.
It sure is.
So for the time being, it's a little before 11. It looks like Spaceship Earth is definitely not open yet. Though, there are a couple guests waiting in line already. And Epcot is one of those parks where, well, I mean, I feel like this about all the parks, where you could just kind of walk around and really enjoy the ambiance of it, the theming, and get total full satisfaction out of walking around the park doing that without riding anything. I don't know, it's just definitely one of my favorite parks to just kind of stroll through.
Me too. I don't know. I just like it. Especially just walking around World Showcase is one of my favorite things to do.
And hey, if you're with your family and they're like, hey, let's go travel here, let's go travel there, save some money, take them to Epcot, take them to World Showcase, and be like, look, I'm taking you to all of those places. Seas with Nemo, friends. Not open yet. Got about 25 minutes to park opening, but this is about the same amount of time we had until park opening at Hollywood Studios yesterday, and it was way more crowded already at that park. There's virtually no one here right now. It's very similar to our afternoon at Magic Kingdom a couple days ago. This has to be one of my favorite fountains in the entire resort. So cool. Man, with how empty the park is, it's kind of starting to feel like it should be in an abandoned video. Oh, abandoned Epcot. Check it out. Very excited for the food festival going on though.
Yeah.
Already pretty hungry. Usually not hungry in the mornings, but I am pretty hungry right now. There's World Showcase back there. We're making our way towards Frozen Ever After. We were gonna go wait for Test Track, but apparently it's unavailable for the day. From what we remember, the last time we came before everything shut down, Test Track was actually already down for refurbishment. So maybe that's what's going on with it. Don't know. Here at abandoned Epcot today, we find a bird scouring for any crumb it could find to survive. There's a bunch of these hand washing stations all around each park from what we've seen.
It's hot. Like
Hot
really
water?
hot. Yeah.
I've got a question for those of you who actually live in in the Orlando area. When you start your water, like in the kitchen and stuff, does your water run hot first? I'm just curious. And if it does, how long does it take till it actually gets cold when you're trying to run cold water? Please let us know down below.
So line for Frozen Ever After.
Is there? Yep. People all came back here to line up for Frozen Ever After. But it's not that bad.
No, because the door's not even open.
Yeah, the indoor queue isn't even open yet. These are all the people right here. This isn't bad at all. We made it. Less than 10 minutes to park opening, and we have started moving into the indoor queue portion. So when we did skip World Showcase on that first trip, we ended up missing the ride this was before they redid it, which was Maelstrom. So we never got to experience it. I'm a little bummed about that. So for those of you who have thoughts, opinions, which do you like better, and why? It's a pretty cool queue in here. The good thing about having fast passes when they are running them is that, of course, you get to pass the line faster, but you end up missing the cool queue.
Let it go. Let it go.
That was less than a 10-minute wait.
Come on, let's go and play. Elsa wants to give us all some fun. She's making everyone a snowy summer day.
Frozen Ever After. I think it's a cool little ride, cool little dark ride.
It is. I like it too. I do really wish that we would have gotten to experience the other one. I like that kind of stuff when it's like based off of, you know, historical myths from different countries and stuff. You know, it plays a role in their culture, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, there is something going on with those boats today, though, because our butts are soaked.
Yes, they are.
Did you look at my butt? I think it's
Morning.
great. How are you?
Day.
Thank you.
too. You're...
What? Is my butt soaked?
Yes, mine is too, but we're not gonna show mine.
Oh yeah, check the seat in there before you sit down. Otherwise you're gonna soak your booty. Gonna head into the Grand Fiesta Tour next. It's a one-way thing? Yes it is. That is the exit only. If you've never eaten here before, I highly recommend it. This almost feels like one of those, you know those mazes?
Yeah. Like in the carnival.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco.
Yeah, we had a table right there when we came to eat here. Didn't you take me for my birthday?
Yes.
Thank you.
Something
What are they doing to Donald?
We're talking amigos, no matter where he goes, the ones, two, and three goes, we're always together.
The signs are always so funny to me. Like, what is happening here?
going for it.
And why would you do this? You can't really see, but I love it in here. I think it's one of my favorite places to come in Epcot. Get out of the heat, with an AC, and there's a very cool ambiance in here.
Love it.
Made our way all the way back around to the land. Seems to be a congregation of people over at Living with the Land. I don't know what's going on. Sunshine Seasons looks closed, but I think they are open. You just have to mobile order everything. Here's what we're here for, soaring around the world. Says it's a 20-minute wait.
I will be back to unbuckle the seatbelt. Can be done from now.
Soaring around the world is done versus soaring over California. There's really only one great spot to have the perfect view for the ride, and that's the center, any of those center rows. Because when you're on one of the sides, the picture gets all warped and curved and bendy. So just a heads up. Living with the Land, 10 minutes. Hi. More maze plexiglass.
What was the point of all the mazes beforehand and all those things?
Yeah, when we got off soaring, I don't know if you guys were able to see the crowd behind us, but once we get off, it's pretty much just everybody getting off. There's no real measures there for anyone to actually social distance. It's pretty much self-enforcement at that point, and there wasn't any, so
No.
if that's a concern for you, something to keep in mind. Also, I don't know if I showed it or not, but there was also plexiglass separators on the actual ride. So depending on how many people are in your party, you would be put in a spot where there's so many seats available for your party. And you would be separated from other parties by the plexiglass. Interesting. Plastic separators between
Welcome to a void.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Without efforts to produce bountiful harvests, and still.
Looks like the Garden Grill restaurant is open, although I don't know to what degrees. Usually a character buffet. Okay, I don't mean to come off preachy or anything like that, but Living with the Land is all about educating about how we use the land for farming and basically to help sustain our living as humans. And in the ride itself, there is a portion that says sometimes we fail to see the errors in our ways and how we do that. And
The land.
yeah, exactly. And I think there's a lesson to be learned in the ride itself, because that whole fish portion, I think, is an opportunity as a learning lesson, because I mean, I get pretty sad at that part because the fish are very confined in a very small area. There's a lot of them in one spot, and you could tell they're not having the best of times in there. What I'm trying to say is, I think we're past the point of thinking we need to do this to fish, sea creatures, any animals really. There's just no purpose in doing it anymore, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no need. It's been proven that you don't need that stuff to survive. You could be completely healthy without eating that stuff. So, for the animal's sake, why not just end it, right? And personally, after going vegan a couple years ago, it actually opened me up to eating a lot more foods and being way more open to trying new things, way more than before I was. So it's kind of funny how you think you're going to be limited in your options, but really you're opening yourself up to a whole ton more. I started cooking, started doing all sorts of stuff. Used to hate vegetables, now it's all I eat.
Just would eat
And
mushroom
look!
and onions. That was it.
Look how I'm doing without it. Without eating animals, I feel strong, I look strong. tell me you don't want that. That's plant powered right there. Contrary to what that push notification told us earlier, Test Track is running now, so we're heading over there. I mean, Disney itself has an entire movie that preaches fish are friends, not food. So why don't we start treating these animals like friends and stop eating them? Now guys, come on, who's with me? Think about it. Seriously though, if you are on the fence, if you have considered it before, I mean, I was on the fence for very many years. I actually will be back and forth on starting the whole transition for the longest time. I mean, she always heard me say, what do you think, like, if I went vegan and I stopped eating animals, this, that? I always just said, I don't think I could ever do it. Now that I have, I just wish I'd started sooner. That's my only regret in life, is not starting this sooner. So if you are interested, I did start a new channel recently called The Super Vegan, where I show all the different options you could eat, just how you're not actually limiting yourself like so many people think when it comes to the whole vegan thing. So if you're interested, check it out. Links on the screen and down in the description. All right, enough of that talk. Let's go. Test Track. There it is. Test Track. It's definitely running now.
Oh yeah.
30-minute standby wait time, it says. Let's see if it actually is. I think so far Soarin' was the only one that actually was the posted wait time. That did feel like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's test it. Nope. Just on, but not for use like they normally are. 25 minutes. So, just about right. This is where you would normally scan in your designed car from that one room earlier. Of course, they're not doing that right now. The whole car to ourselves. Crazier than when you drive. Ah! Wow, I got the new Corvette. Wow. Nice. Very nice. Mine's better. And now for a mission to space. Less intense version.
There's no Dramamine right now.
Didn't take any Dramamine. I'm gonna get sick. Ruin the rest of our visit. I don't know what it is. I seem to get motion sick very easily now, but mostly when it's simulator type attractions. Those are the only ones. Normally you'd stand on the column numbers. Right now they've got box numbers.
Attention, trainees. Follow the marks on the floor for H2 training on 11:40.
Pilot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off.
Pilot, initiate first stage separation, now.
Initiate. Okay. It's a lot every time. Survived. I think I could have handled the more intense one right now. I don't know, I didn't want to risk it though. Still got a few more things to do.
Yeah.
If you're scared of touching things right now, I think you might want to avoid that one.
Yeah.
Although you could ride it and just not touch anything. Experience it at least. We're grabbing a couple of things from Earth Eats. We're getting the Impossible Farmhouse Meatball and the Impossible Burger Slider. Hey, you want to try the chocolate pudding thing? Woo, those look good. I was shouting at her to say let's try the dessert too, but we're gonna go grab this other thing too, and then maybe grab the desserts after, because it's a pudding. I don't want it to melt, but these look good. Let's go grab the rest of our food. I'm gonna grab it from in here, right in between UK and Canada.
Guys, sorry, I apologize.
No worries,
Thank
thanks.
you.
so much and have a magical evening.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Hello, Nets. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Holding enough stuff? This is what we're working with. We've got the meatball thing, the burger thing, and the macaroni thing. All looks and smells so good.
It does.
All plant-based, all vegan, baby. Cheers. Oh, good. All very, very good. Gonna chow down, get to it after. Oh man, that was good.
It was very good.
What was your favorite?
Oh, man, it's got to be between the slider and the mac and cheese. Although today, the mac and cheese was definitely my favorite, I would say. Because the slider, I think it was sitting under the light lamp too long because there wasn't really anybody getting anything from there. So it got kind of dried out. But that mac and cheese, especially because they made it fresh for us, so good.
I really liked that mac and cheese. It was so good. But I left room for the main course now. Dessert. Looks like the friendship boats are running across. Take you back and forth between World Showcase and what is this site called again?
I don't know.
International Gateway, I believe. Don't quote me. Here's what we've got for dessert. We've got a banana bread with, what is it, strawberry compote?
Yeah, it looks like strawberry and raspberry.
Ooh. And then this is a chocolate pudding. Both, again, of course, fully plant-based and vegan. Let's give them a try. Mmm.
So,
I know you don't like the berry stuff.
no, because I'm picky.
I think that's really good.
I could see how other people would like it. I really like the banana bread. I'm just not a fan of cooked fruit, but if it were fresh fruit, I'd probably like it. But it is good.
I didn't used to be a fan of that stuff either, but I'm telling you, once you go fully plant-based, things change. Your palate changes, you become cooler, you gain superpowers.
That's very rich.
It's very good.
That's super rich.
You know, with the ingredients it says over there, you wouldn't think it would taste as good as it does.
I wasn't expecting that.
Isn't there like some kind of avocado cream in it or something?
Is there?
I think so. Good stuff. Dessert never disappoints me. You're both so good. You know what I'm gonna do? Take a bit of the chocolate pudding here.
You can have the flour.
I'll leave it for you. Take a bit of this bad boy right here.
No.
Put it in. Alright. That's the stuff. This is the pathways right now at 3 o'clock in the afternoon as we make our way to our last stop of the day, Spaceship Earth. Hi. So right before I flipped up to get that wait time, it said 5 minutes, then it jumped to 20 because they were just doing a cleaning of the ride. They said it would take 15 and 20, but it took like 10.
Please take small children by the hand and watch your step.
Oh, it still works. Gonna run through it. Someone tell that kid he's facing the wrong way.
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. That's gonna do it for us here today at Epcot. Had a fun day.
It was. Some good food.
Good rides too. No lines. Only a couple that were a little bit of late, but even then, still not that bad. Crowd levels were about the same as they were that first afternoon at the Magic Kingdom. Maybe even a little bit lighter, just felt like it was a little more crowded because there's less to do here. But there was definitely areas, because it is a big park, where there's just nobody around except us.
Yeah.
But anywho, that's what these parks are looking like. We've got one more left, Animal Kingdom, and we're not going to be able to go to that one for another week. So until then, if you like this one, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future adventures. And until the next time, whether you choose to come check out the parks or not, do you and do go live, right? Alright guys, till the next one, we'll see you then. Peace. Bye, thank you. Save him, Buzz.